All right, what's up guys? JaretCampisi with the beautiful Christina K. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be doing one of my all-time favorite things, unboxing a brand new motorcycle. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Before we head out to Warhorse to unbox the new bike, we gotta take a look at this guy. Look at him, we got him chipped. He showed up as a stray. He made his way inside. And now we officially chipped him and we're taking care of him. So he's a little tired. He had a big needle put in his shoulder blades last night.
And he also had vaccines
and vaccines, so he's recovering.
You're officially ours, bud.
Jackie boy and Desi boy, the ones that started it all. Anywho, let's go out to the garage. I'm gonna show you guys something exciting and then we're gonna head over to Warhorse. All right, I wanted to show you guys the current lineup in the garage. One of my favorites that we've ever had in here. Of course, my two personal bikes and the two giveaway bikes. So between now and March 22nd, if you sign up on Patreon, you'll be entered to win our $50,000 custom Panigale V2 Bayless and our brand new BMW M1000R. We've never been able to do this, but since my page is switched over to monthly now, anyone who signs up when we have bikes, you'll be entered to win both of those motorcycles. And I'm super, super excited for this. So we're choosing a winner for this bike, March 23rd. So anytime between now and March 22nd, if you sign up, you'll be entered to win both. Choose a winner for that one, then we move on to this bad boy. And I'm super excited. It's actually one of my favorite bikes I've ever ridden. You guys will see the first ride coming very shortly. If you haven't already seen the pickup video, go check that out on the channel. But now it's time to head over to Warhorse and unbox a brand new motorcycle. All right, we have arrived at Warhorse of Camp Hill, my favorite motorcycle showroom in the whole world. There's too many things in here that I want to purchase. Oh, look at this. I think they even got some new bikes in. A white S1000RR. Look at that beauty. Oh my, that is absolutely stunning. Black and white with the accents right there. And it even has the blue brakes, so it must be an M package. That is badass. And hey, what do you know, teens? It matches. Look, a red shock.
Oh yeah, something that Ducati doesn't do.
Ducati just can't seem to figure it out, but BMW's able to do it. Oh, what do you know? A red shock. And another S1000RR. It's a badass bike right there. Look at this, guys. Just notice this. Ex Diablo. If you remember back in 2018 or 2019, I actually bought a white Ex Diablo and did a full build on one and gave one away. So I have a soft spot in my heart for this bike. You remember that bike, teens?
Yeah, it was a very good
That was
bike.
such a dope bike. Such an awesome bike. So yeah, it's similar to my bike, except this one is more of a cruiser style, even longer, forward controls, everything like that. But yeah, there's too many cool bikes in here to not stop and walk around. I think they even got a bunch of new R1s and R7s and stuff in. Look at that. New R1, I think that's a new color for the R1. That thing looks gorgeous, already sold, of course. There's an R7, a couple of R7s. Looks like reverse paint schemes too. So yeah, if you guys are interested in any of the bikes that you see in these videos, ooh, look at that R3, Miami colors. If you guys see anything in these videos that you like, you can give them a call. I'll have the website linked either on the screen or down in the description below, Warhorse of Camp Hill, and tell them I sent you, because that allows us to continue to film awesome videos like what we're about to film right now. Actually, this is on my list too. An Aprilia. We need to do an Aprilia build very soon. Look at this, RS660s. Badass. These are all RS660s. I guess there's some Tuonos in as well, but it'd be really cool now that we're monthly. I could just literally add a bike to the build anytime I want, which is exactly why I wanted to go monthly. These things are really cool. I've never ridden one and I really want to try one out, but we'll take a walk through Ducati land. Maybe that's a little sneak peek of what you're about to see in here. Look at all these Ducatis. Look at all these Ducatis. What up?
Where'd you ride on the track?
RSV4. Yeah, the 1100cc version. That's the little baby version of the RSV4. So yeah, they got a bunch of cool bikes here. Actually,
This one right here.
I didn't even know they had this. The Monster 30th anniversary.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's on hold.
Never realized that they had this. Look at that beauty.
Yeah, I'd like to do something about it at some point.
Yeah, that's a really cool bike. Very special motorcycle.
Look at that
But-
deep green.
I know, it looks really good. It looks a little bit different than it normally is.
Yeah.
Look at that. Anyway, let's head in the back and unbox a new bike. All right, folks, come with us to the back of the house. They got the bike back here. It's about to be amazing. He already took it off. Look at this. Here we go, folks. What could it be? If you like Ducatis, you should already know. Just from that right there. We'll let him keep going. JR is helping us out today. Is this a 2024? Do we know? It is? Yeah, 2024.
Yeah, it'll say here.
Yeah.
Take a picture of that.
One of the most powerful, actually, I believe it is the most powerful production bike available in the world. So this is going to be the uncrating experience. We're going to show you guys all the interesting stuff.
You know why there's number 1 on it?
Because they won World Superbike last year with this bike. That would be my guess. Yeah, that would be my guess. There's a lot of reasons this bike could have a number 1 on it. But we'll get there. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Ducati course. This is a really special bike, folks. A very, very special bike. All right, so if you can't tell by now, this is a 2024 Ducati Panigale V4R. It is literally the fastest production bike, street legal bike in history, with the race exhaust on it and the special shell oil, 240 horsepower, which is insane. And before you say Ninja H2R is more than that, that's not street legal. And the regular Ninja H2 is only 210 horsepower. So one cool thing they did with the new iteration of the V4R, you can see you've got numbered edition now. So it's not limited. They will make as many as people order, but they are numbered. So this is number 1592, Panigale V4R. It's kind of funny that it comes with literally like bubble wrap. You're taking it off, trying to look at it. There's the red right there. Absolutely stunning. I'll let him get some more stuff taken off so you can see the bike, and then I'll start talking about what makes this bike so special. All right, the cage is off. Teens, you want to help him pull the bubble wrap off? Here we go, folks. Anna White's not doing a very good job. There it is.
It's tight, all right?
That's what she said. Look at that. First look at the 2024 Panigale V4R. All new paint scheme for this year. All kinds of new engine components. It's got a new dry clutch. It has a new electronics, new winglets, new suspension. A ton of stuff on this bike. But I want to get it out of, oh yeah, and it has the brushed aluminum gas tank with the new V4S model look. There it is. New seat, new materials on the seat. It has the Marcassini forged wheels. You can get magnesium wheels as well. What a beautiful machine. So I'll let him get it out of the crate, and then when we start taking more stuff off, you can see there's still more things that you gotta peel off. I know, the paint scheme is insane, right? I love this V4R up here and the Ducati right here with the number 1 on it. Yeah, it does. It totally does. It looks insane.
Is this your new bike, Jaret?
Definitely want it. I think everybody wants one of these. All right, now that this beauty is fully unboxed, we can walk around it and talk a little bit about what makes this bike so special. So as I said, it's a 2024 Ducati Panigale V4R. It is, I believe, the fastest production bike that's street legal in history. Like I said, it has a 998 V4cc engine in it. The reason why this is a 998cc is because it needs to be legal to go racing. So that's why the parameters are there. Whereas the regular V4 and V4S has an 1103cc engine because that's better for the road. You want the power down lower. Speaking of power, this, as I mentioned, when you put the race exhaust on this and the Acra up map and the shell oil, 240 horsepower on this bad boy, which is absolutely insane. It redlines at 16,000 RPMs in gears 1 through 5. and in gear 6, 16,500 RPM. To put that into perspective, I believe it's one of the highest revving engines ever on a motorcycle. The regular V4 engine, even though it's a bigger engine, it has a lower red line. I think it red line's 14,500. So you're getting a crazy high red line on this thing. And the reason that it's made that way is because since the engine's smaller, they still have to squeeze power out of it. So you need to allow it to rev up higher. So that's why it's like that. It has different suspension. It has a special Olin suspension. It's mechanical suspension, so it can be dialed in for track riding, whereas the regular V4 and V4, well, the regular V4 has mechanical suspension, but it's not the high-end Olins. I don't even think it's Olins at all. I think it's Sachs. But on the V4S, you get the electronic Olins, which is better for the street, but this can be completely dialed in for track riding. They did change the I believe it's the rake or the lean angle. Oh yeah, right here. So you can actually adjust how much the bike basically squats. So you can change the wheelbase. That's effectively what you're doing is changing the wheelbase so it can handle better, faster back and forth, or you can, for longer tracks that have longer straights, you can actually effectively lengthen the wheelbase by making those adjustments down there. You can see this crazy Öhlins TTX rear shock with the extra compression chamber right there. You got your dampening and rebound and everything right there. It's like one of the highest end. I think maybe the Superleggera, the $100,000 Ducati, has that as well. Christina was asking why doesn't it have carbon wheels and all this? You know, it's $45,000. So the whole point of this bike is this is the bike that they use to go racing. So yeah, they put all the money into the parts that you can't change. So the engine, the chassis, and the suspension and the electronics. I think you can change some parts of the electronics, but so if you guys watched our video going to the Poconos, when we watched the OnlyFans Warhorse Ducati racing bikes, those were V4Rs, and literally they're this bike, but then they changed whatever they can change to go racing in Moto America. So that's the bikes that Josh Heron and Lori Spaz will be riding or racing. Literally, it's an iteration of this bike. Same engine, yep. And that's the whole point. And that's why they put so much into the engine. I'm not even going to attempt to try and tell you guys how special the engine is and all the changes that they made. I'm just going to tell you, go over to the Ducati website and read about it. They do a really good job of laying everything out and going over why this bike is so special. A lot of the mechanical stuff is far beyond what I understand, or I'm not even going to attempt to explain it. But I can tell you right now, hands down, this is the most technologically advanced motorcycle for the track in the world. It's this bike right here. $45,000 is what you get. And it's kind of a steal because it used to be $40,000. Like they can't, so in order to go racing, they have to sell 500 of this bike. So that's basically what happens. And it has to be under a certain price. So that's why they don't go over the top with all the stuff like they do with the SP2s and stuff where you get the carbon wheels and all the extra carbon accessories, or the Superleggera where they do all the carbon bodywork and the carbon frame and all that. They actually have regulations that they can only do certain things on this bike. So that's why it is what it is. And like, if you want basically like the most insane race bike that anyone can go out and buy, it's this bike right here. So yeah, it's insane. This used to be my dream bike until they started making the Superleggeras, because I don't really ride on the track, so it doesn't really make sense for me to own one of these. Unfortunately, the case is still on here, but it does come with a dry clutch, and they did revise the dry clutch. Yeah, it's a smaller dry clutch, and the reason why they do a dry clutch is because there's no oil in there, so the oil doesn't get as dirty, and it's less drag on the engine. So it helps produce more power as well, but they do have to be swapped out earlier. So I don't know exactly what the parameters are for this when it comes to like service of the engine. I believe if you're not using that crazy shell oil, I think it's, I want to say 5,000 miles maybe, or 2,500 miles. If you're going to use that crazy shell oil, you pretty much want to change it after every track session if you're going to do that. But yeah, I mean,
They have a couple carbon pieces.
they do still have some carbon pieces. Unfortunately, the battery's not hooked up. It is a lithium battery. They don't have time right now to set the bike up. They're going to be setting it up this week. So I can't really show you the dashboard, but maybe I'll come in once it's all set up and I'll show it to you. So what is this bike? Why am I showing you guys this bike? This is not my own personal bike, and it's not a bike for the build series. It's Christina's new bike. I'm just kidding. No, it's actually available for sale here at Warhorse. It just came in, so they asked me if I wanted to do an unboxing and show it, and I was like, dude, absolutely. I haven't seen one in person yet, so
I want to see
this
you
is
on
my
it.
first time
You touch
seeing
that?
it in person.
I'm
So
5'4", I can't.
yeah, she's 5'4". It is available for sale here at Warhorse. If you guys want it, let them know that you saw it on my video, because again, it allows me to get exclusive access to bikes like these. And so yeah, so it is a little bit higher. I think it comes 20 millimeters higher than the regular V4S. So I can flat foot 1 foot, but if I have both my feet down, I'm about here, almost flat foot. This is totally comfortable for me. Again, you can adjust the swing arm pivot, so you could lower this a little bit if you wanted, depending on what tracks you were riding or how you were riding it. But dude, looking down at this thing, holy hell. I will own a Panigale, guys. One day I will own a personal Panigale. I'm kind of waiting for the next Superleggera. This is definitely an option, a V4R. I love this bike.
pivot.
Yeah, it's the cockpit.
Yeah, with the
It's
tank.
badass, dude. Yeah. So yeah, here's the riding position. Surprisingly, this is a very comfortable bike. They did change a lot of the electronics, and it's really cool with the Racing Track Evo mode now on the bike. You can actually see when the traction control and the different riding parameters are kicking in. They'll light up and they have different colors. I think it's like green, blue, orange, red. And Pecco helped them actually develop that, which is super cool. They even changed, you can adjust the fan of this bike. So how fast it comes on to keep the engine cooler. They're listening to us when we talked to them about, you know, wanting the bikes to run a little bit cooler. They even adjusted the quick shifter on this so that on normal road speeds driving around slower, it's not as abrupt. And for the first time ever on these newer bikes, they gave you a throttle mode called full, where they just basically, there's no nannies, no BS. If you want all the power and you think you can handle it, you can literally put it in full power mode. Before it was just, I want to say low, medium, and high, but they were still restricted in certain gears where you weren't getting full torque or you weren't actually getting full power, because that's how ridiculous these engines are. If you're not like a professional rider, you can seriously hurt yourself. But that's the whole point of all the electronics in these bikes. You got slide control, like I said, engine braking control. You can control when the fans kick on, how much power you're getting. And the crazy thing is, if you put this in street mode, it's 160 horsepower. So it's not that much more than just a regular V2, but you're still rolling around on one of the most insanely fast motorcycles in the entire world. So there it is. That's the unboxing and first impressions of the 2024 Ducati Panigale V4R. Again, it is for sale down here at Warhorse. If you want it, I'd imagine it's going to go pretty quick. So give them a call immediately, put a deposit on it if you want it. Otherwise, I might buy it. But that's it. Let me know what you guys think of the new V4R. Do you think that this is the best bike in the world when it comes to track exclusive bikes that you can still ride on the street? I believe it's the most powerful at 240 horsepower. But if I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section below. So again, huge shout out to Warhorse of Camp Hill for letting us do stuff like these. If you want to see more rare bike unboxings, let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget, if you want to be entered to win beautiful custom motorcycles, patreon.com/Campisi Customs. It's always the first link in the description below. And you're, for the first time ever, until March 22nd, you're entered to win 2 insane motorcycles. Not this one, but maybe in the future, if we get enough support. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, give it a big old juicy thumbs up, subscribe for more, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.